Y'all already know what's going on, man. DNA in the building, Attitude Era Podcast. We got the legend in the building today at the Wrestling Universe, Rob Van Dam. So here we go. That's
Rob Van Dam. I felt you wanting that.
Yeah.
All right,
Of course, the point is iconic.
Spaced.
So my first question to you is, just reliving your historical career, just try to run back to me, what was it like beating John Cena for the title?
Dude, that was the crowning moment and most favorite moment probably of my whole career. And not just because of the pinnacle that I achieved, but the way that I did it. If you think about it, the build-up for that match was my entire career. It was me and my hardcore ways, too extreme for the business. The business couldn't handle RVD coming through my reckless pathway. I was always told to change and conform, but I didn't. Instead, the business conformed to me. I brought ECW back. I was the right foot to put forward because I stuck to my guns and brought all of that and had the support of 1,000% of the New York City crowd that night when I beat him. Because of all that going into that, that's why that was the moment of my career.
Okay.
Vindication.
Yeah. Speaking of ECW and all that, one of the other biggest moments was the invasion. So what was the invasion like for you and Stone Cold going back and forth for the title at that time, 2001? Like that was like, I feel like that was like the stamp.
Yeah, it was really cool. What was really cool for me was representing ECW because I was afraid before that when I went to WWE, they would want to change my name, give me some character that I didn't want, erase my past, you know? Mm-hmm. And instead, when I showed up on day one, Tommy Dreamer threw me an ECW shirt.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. And I was like, what? And we get to be ECW? And now, instead of replacing my history, my past, you're adding depth to it.
Yeah.
And so, again, you know, that vindicates all my efforts up to that point. And I was happy, you know. There could have had some better partners maybe in the WCW side of the alliance. Yeah, but it was a really good moment. It was a great way to come in to WWE, being RVD, Mr. Monday Night, and then going toe to toe with Steve Austin. He was the man at the time.
Yeah, that was a big moment. Aside from
we have the same birthday, by the way.
Wow, that's
Steve
great.
Austin and
That's great.
and Trish.
See, a lot of people didn't know that. Aside from the singles stuff that you had, you also had a good run with the tag team, which turned into a feud with Kane. What was that whole situation like? Teaming up with him and then feuding with him after. And you was a part of him taking off the iconic with the mask.
Yeah. So another moment in history that I'm part of. That's cool for that value. So Kane, on a personal level, the super cool guy. I've always enjoyed being around him, working with him. But when I think back to that whole story that you were just talking about, I think about one of the first times in WWE that I felt like a punching bag. Like I felt like it was just my job to night after night get the shit beat out of me.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a very happy time for me with my momentum that I had going and everything. It kind of felt like that was sidetracked for a different purpose, bigger purpose, better purpose. I don't know, but it wasn't RVD's purpose.
Aside from being Mr. Monday Night, you also could call yourself Mr. Money in the Bank. WrestleMania 22. Would you say that's like one of your top WrestleMania moments, winning the Money in the Bank?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would. From what I understand, and I'm pretty sure it's true because I've read it enough times where it has to be true. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I've had 4 WrestleMania matches. I'm 4-0 currently, the leader in the WrestleMania run, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the other ones were. I mean, I had William Regal. That was definitely WrestleMania 18 was a good way to pop my cherry in the WrestleMania world. Wrestling in front of 72,000 people for the first time and winning the Intercontinental Championship. And then we did the ECW originals. I'm missing one, I think. I got three out of the 4 in my head right now. They were all awesome moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's definitely, my favorite one is definitely WrestleMania. the Money in the Bank.
Definitely.
So I got 2 more questions for you. My next one is you feuding with Triple H. What was that like?
I think the matches were really good. You know, like being in the ring with him, the chemistry that comes out of that is, in my opinion, a really good and competitive kind of match. And it's a great example of when it doesn't take 2 guys that are great friends that love each other, that are brothers that grew up to have a good match. You can get 2 dudes that never even sit by each other in the same room and still can have that kind of match. But great talent. Again, you know, I kind of felt like those matches didn't keep my momentum going in the direction that it was going in, you know, so I wouldn't want to take a look at my win-loss records from my matches with Triple H, because all I remember is pedigree.
Yo, definitely. So my question to you right now is the $1 million question. I just want to know your take on it. Right now, currently in the WWE, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, The Rock. What is your take on all that? Do you feel like, and I won't ask you that part, but I'll ask you this: do you feel like it should be Rock versus Roman Reigns at his own, like them 2 together? Or at this point, do you feel like Cody has to be put in the equation, like a Triple H?
Well, I haven't followed week after week, but I'm aware of what's going on enough to feel comfortable answering this. But I just want to say that I'm basing this on what I know.
Yeah.
I agree with what The Rock said. # Cody Crybabies.
Yeah.
One, as a performer, I never like it when the crowd hijacks the show.
Yeah.
And it could even be like when I'm wrestling somebody and everyone wants to chant, "We want tables." If I'm not planning on giving you a table and I'm not building it to where it's the right spot where I'm trying to get you to say we want tables, then I take it offensively. Like inside my head, I'm like, you know, fuck these guys. Just like it's just like having me and Jerry Lane one time. We're having a great match in Queens, and there was a hot girl up there going, "Do you want to see it? You want to see it?" And everyone's going, "Show your tits." Me and Jerry just stopped working, you know, and took a little smoking break. We sat in the corner, like, you know, let me know when you're ready to pay attention again.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when the crowd chants, and when they chant nowadays. Not just their chants, but when they speak like this, like, I want Cody to finish his story. And to me, it feels very much like they're complaining, not about the talent of a wrestler or about something going on in a match, but they're actually saying they could write better, they could make money and draw money better than the pros that are doing it. And that's how I always take it. Are you saying that Cody's a bigger star than The Rock? He's not. No. The WrestleMania is where you put your biggest star. I always thought it was going to be The Rock, and I always thought so. You know, and Cody, you know, Cody, that's what makes a man is, you know, the trials and tribulations and the pathway, and the fans will stick by him. And if he doesn't do it this year, he does it next year, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and speaking on that, we can't end that with you because you're running the WWE and ECW. You had to run the WCW. So this is how I end the interview, and then we'll give them the exclusive. Can we one day see a Rob Van Dam return?
It's possible. It's possible. I don't know if you've been watching AEW or not, but RVD's still going.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
If somebody wants to step up and they got my number and we make the right deal, then it could happen. You know, the stars are out there. If they line up, it may not happen. Either way, I'm always cool because I'm Rob Van Dam.
And you already know exclusively going down, this is being said on the Attitude Era podcast, March 9th, for the first time ever, Rob Van Dam is going against Matt Riddle in Chillicothe, Ohio. So make sure y'all pull up. Like I said, first time ever, Rob Van Dam versus Matt Riddle going down. Get your tickets.
We're out.
Appreciate you, man.
Good job on the Chillicothe.